I'm so excited. It's time for more My Hero Academia episode 4 of season 7. This is just one of the most exciting parts of my week every single week. My Hero Academia is one of my favorite shows, just like ever, genuinely. I'm rewatching MHA recently on just in my spare time. I'm almost done with season 1 of my I think this is probably my 10th or 11th rewatch of the whole show. I watch this show a lot. This is my one of my most rewatched shows of all time. I would say it's like between, I would say MHA, Haikyuu, and Community, the sitcom Community, are like my most rewatched shows ever. I rewatch them so much. And then like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul are up there as well. But yeah, I rewatch MHA so much, and I'm currently doing another rewatch. It's so much fun, and now I'm going straight from watching an episode from season 1 to watching an episode from season 7. I literally 10 minutes ago was watching season 1 episode 12, I think. So yeah, anyway, I'm just really, really excited about this because I'm super pumped up. I'm in such a great mood. And this season so far, I've loved it. I always love this show, and I'm continuing to love it. I can't wait to see how they progress from here. So in the last episode, we got the traitor was revealed to us as Aoyama. But we also realized, because we know that the traitor is Aoyama now, that Aoyama might be the only one who can give us the edge over All for One now, because, well, he can give him false information, he can lie to him, he can do some sort of crazy bullshit. It's really exciting. So season 7, episode 4, let's jump into it. Support the video on the channel if you can. I'm a small channel, so please help me out as best you can. If you like my vibe, go check out some other of my videos. You can check my other MHA reactions. You can check out, Genshin Impact videos that I'm doing. There's like lots of other stuff right now. Or you can go to my Gent Watches One Piece channel if you like One Piece. I absolutely love that show as well, and I'm doing reactions to it over there. And we're in the Marineford arc, if you know what that is. It's one of the best arcs of the show so far, so go check that out. But yeah, anyway, I think I don't have much else to say. Oh, and a Patreon account, of course, where I have the full-length reactions and early access exclusive videos, lots of other good stuff. So go check that out as well. But let's jump into this season 7, episode 4 of My Hero Academia.
Why don't they turn their backs on me?
Well, everyone knows how shitty All for One is.
They know I'm a terrible person.
They know that you were manipulated.
Hey guys, do you really want to trust an admitted traitor?
Yes.
Yes, sir. We can put sides. None of us noticed how tortured he was. So we have to take some responsibility too.
Oh, Iida.
He's our classmate because we're friends. We care. Wants us to be equals again. He'll have to accept our help and stand with us.
I'm not forgetting what I went through after the training camp.
Oh shit.
5 howitzer blasts will make up for that.
Don't you think that's an extreme response?
I love that illustration of him.
Now we have a shot. Plus, he told his parents he wanted to stop, didn't he?
He
now,
did.
Yama, you didn't turn on him, even though he was hiding his tears from us just like you. We told him we'd help him, and we'd share his responsibilities.
Oh, this is cool.
From now on, he wouldn't have to face anything alone. Meddling when you don't have to is the essence
of being a hero.
You're
yeah.
still one of us.
They're bringing back so many old lines.
Everybody calm
All
down.
the lessons they've learned
There are
over this
still protocols
time.
we have to follow. And right now we need these 3 to
No,
4
Saguchi, fuck off.
They said All for One. I understand how you must be feeling, but we can't be rash.
Midoriya. I don't suppose you have an actual plan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, nothing solid.
As Class A's homeroom teacher, I also bear the blame for what's happened.
Aw.
And the same way my students do.
You're kidding.
Aoyama,
He knows Aoyama
rest
well.
assured, I have no intention of expelling you from UA.
I love Aizawa.
Here's what I propose we do.
Oh, we're not gonna see it.
I understand. I'll take this back to HQ and start hashing out the particulars.
Okay. Good job, guys.
We should make sure we're prepped.
Agreed.
God, they're all so fucking jacked.
Costume.
Let's make sure we beat them.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, cool. Cool illustrations of all of them.
Able to fight at a moment's notice.
There's a
Ready for
lot of
any
good images in
opponent.
this episode.
So there's an important piece of gear I need fixed.
Hatsume! Hatsume! He didn't even fall over this time.
Ouchies.
Yes! I love you, Hatsume.
Oh, it's been a minute, Midori.
Oh, she's
How's
still
it
wearing the
going?
boob. The boob outfit. Of course.
Always happy to hear your equipment requests.
Danger sense didn't alert me.
Defunct, much like every other business. The support course.
And
is
also,
our only
Hatsume, you're
real
awesome.
Is Hatsume totally unaware of the current state of the country?
It's very possible she's just been working on her own inventions.
Can't we get through one day without the lab exploding?
Wow. Whoa. Look at this place now.
Principals asked of us. I'm in charge of keeping the UA barrier up and running.
Oh, makes
Along with
sense.
research and development.
So you've upgraded everything.
Our support course is helping out.
Whoa, fancy mid gauntlets. Utilize the.
They're prototypes from the US, so I can't just buy new
Yes,
ones.
they're
Think we'd be
fucking
able to fix
shield
them?
things. Melissa Shield gauntlets, I'm pretty
You need
sure.
'em soon. Well, you're out of luck then. Sorry. Those are completely trash. I'd have to make you new ones from scratch.
Can you
Sadly,
do
I've
it?
got no condenium on hand right now. No babies for you.
Okay, but why are you running away while saying that?
Could you fix it for me?
Nope, I need blueprints.
Make you new gear.
We're Hatsume's classmates.
Ooh,
Extremely kind of you. I'm
new
in your debt.
characters.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Prodigy like her would normally jump at the chance to take on difficult projects.
That's what
like
I'm
these.
thinking.
A flying shelter?
Whoa.
No one has unique ideas or enthusiasm on par with hers.
If you want to
She
way
just
to cool
keeps
down your legs,
inventing.
Then why don't you just try running with your arms instead?
This is why she doesn't know what's happening outside the school. She's completely focused on
Yeah,
designing
she
new
locks in.
inventions.
So many hours into our innovations. We're trying to protect people too, with
Yeah.
our skills.
Yeah, you're heroes as well.
These inventions are how the support course does our own hero work.
This is the story of how we all became great heroes. Oh.
These are inferior to your last ones.
Oh.
But if you can live with that, please put those babies
You made
to
'em.
good use.
Got built-in gloves? Did you make those with your
His
right hand
fucking
just now?
face.
And Ida, the one to it.
I'm so grateful.
We just found our measuring tape.
Let's work on something else.
That's so funny.
Pass on a message to the rest of the hero course.
I adore Hatsume so much.
Figured it would take you longer.
Mount Lady's here.
Ready to.
Excellent.
Still like
It's
this.
supposed to implode like that.
The Paranormal Liberation Front and the League of Villains. Then take them out in one calculated swoop.
Will Aoyama come around?
Yeah.
I believe in him.
Why are they still doing that? Okay, there we
Definitely
go.
return.
Hopefully that doesn't backfire on us.
I believe in
I think it'll
Aoyama.
be fine. And figured out exactly who he wants to be.
Awesome.
That's enough yapping for now. Midori spread out. UA High School
All right.
Hero Course Class. It's time you join the search.
Yes! Oh my god, she's fighting Godzilla. Whoa, her hair right now is so cute. I'm a cheeky.
Thought we'd be okay in the countryside.
That girl looks like
There's no need to
the really
worry.
tall
You're
girl.
perfectly safe now. We'll take
The
you
really
to
tall
Shigetsu
heteromorph.
High School.
See my rescuer's face.
No, just leave. I can't do this. I can feel it in the air. A terrible total war is about to
Ooh.
break out in earnest.
Very cool. Whoa! Iida's fucking outfit right now. Awesome.
Consider this information both urgent and privileged. Don't repeat
You
a
got the
single word. We
pussycat
can't afford any more leaks.
Girl here. I forgot which pussycat it
understand
is.
you're being
This girl.
cautious, but I have to say,
She had the quirk stolen.
Pussycats!
Why did the
it's a
others not get
shame
invited?
when the others weren't included.
Yeah. Oh, right. That's Shigaraki in level 1. That's
plan
cool.
We're talking about splitting up our foes based on the data recovered from Star and Stripe's fight. Currently far more powerful than All for One.
Yep, that makes sense.
We first noticed this during the attack on Tartarus, but we don't know much about it. If they coordinate and attack us at the same time, we will not defeat them.
Yeah, that's true.
She'd be able to impose any rules she wanted onto them. Consider that the minimum distance we need for us to have a chance.
Okay.
Exactly right, Sugeuchi.
Oh,
Dabi's
Dabi.
fearsome flame will burn everything at the mountain villa. We can't allow him to be on the field.
Cool
His
illustration,
interference
oh my.
there would cripple us.
Then we'll also have to send Dabi away.
He's not our only concern, though.
Jesus, there's
That's
so
right.
much danger.
To win this, we have to scatter everybody, their entire vanguard.
Oh my
We must lure
god.
out the enemy, divide them, and systematically crush them.
That's gonna be so
Considering how things have
difficult.
gone so far, aren't we being a little optimistic?
Yeah.
This was easy, but we can't make a decision based on empathy for him. He still knowingly sold out the entire world.
But we still need
My
him.
position,
And another person.
Oh.
His homeroom teacher.
Yeah.
Shota Aizawa.
That's true.
Pawn by killing them, or threatened to murder someone who lied to him.
Okay.
Are you scared?
Of course he is.
Hate
Look
to
at
tell you
him.
this, but you won't make many friends in life.
The less I'm able to believe in myself.
Because you
Even if I
feel the
could take their
pressure all
hands.
coming down on
What
you.
if Alfred end up betraying him again?
Oh.
What if lock me somewhere without any light? I'll die alone and no one will get hurt.
That's really sad.
The fear planted inside of him must be ripped out by the root.
Oh.
You must. Using you like this may make us no different than All for One. It's not fair, but I won't let you give up.
I don't feel like you're using
You
him.
hear me? As long as I'm your homeroom teacher, and you in turn are my student. Because I won't let any of my charges live life indebted to someone. You will not drown in your guilt. Though you're going to stand beside your class, like they stood for you. We will protect you.
Aizawa.
We're not going to make you do anything alone.
Mm-hmm.
The students of UA,
Cool.
teachers, the
Cool
pro
illustration.
heroes, the path will all walk together.
I know what the title of the episode is, so they didn't translate it there, but I know what it is. That's so beautiful. Oh, after credit scene.
Hey! What are you doing? We should have been gone already.
Oh, Shinso. I wonder why we're bringing Shinso in. I wonder what he's gonna do here. Good episode. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I feel like in a show that I wasn't as attached to, I would think this is a pretty boring episode overall, because they didn't really do anything except just like further discuss plans a little bit. But because I love this show so much and I love its characters so much, basically any my CrunchyRoll just crashed. Luckily that happened after the episode. Basically any like characters coming back and us seeing how they've progressed and how they've changed in the time we haven't seen them is like amazing for me. So that's why I love this show, and that's why I have like, I know that there's like only going to be like 8 seasons of this show, right? Someone said, I think on my Patreon account, someone told me that in all likelihood, season 8 will be the last one, and it will probably be a shorter season like season 1 was. And so, you know, like a 1-core season instead of a 2-core season. And so like that's, I mean, it's good. It's good because it's like, yeah, then we'll have the whole series and it'll be great and it'll be finished and stuff. But I am also someone who I love shows because I love seeing characters evolve over time and seeing things change and seeing things grow and seeing these characters in different situations. And I always know in my heart, if I am no longer enjoying a show, I can stop watching. Like that's what, like, I don't care that The Walking Dead has gone for 1 billion seasons, right? I watched some of The Walking Dead, and by some of, I think I watched like 6 or 7 seasons or something. And I enjoyed like 4 and a bit of them, I think. And there was a certain point where I was like watching them, and I was like, I was watching them with my family at the time. And then at some point, I think I said to my dad, like, I think I'm done. I think I don't want to watch this show anymore. But I'm not mad at the show for continuing past points where I enjoyed it. because there are people out there who still like I don't even know if the show's on anymore, but I'm using it as an example because I did stop watching it, but like my family kept watching it, you know, and like maybe they enjoyed it, maybe they didn't, I don't know, I never asked them, but the point is, if it keeps going on, then like they can continue to enjoy it. And like, if like there's always a chance, basically my thought is, if the writer continues to have ideas for it and wants to keep it going, then they should be able to keep it going as much as they want, you know. Now obviously I imagine Horikoshi, like, this is his vision for the story, so he actually wants to wrap it up at this certain bit, and so that's you know, that's fine, that's great. But I'll just say, like, in my heart, if I was to get what I wanted, I think I would want this show to go for like 15 seasons, or like maybe like, I feel like 12 or 13 seasons maybe, or something. But like the main thing that I imagined for this show when I started it is the idea that we would go through the second year and we would go through the third year, and they would have like, and so the characters would be growing throughout the show. And so it's like, it would be a really cool moment. And it's like, okay, now we're entering the second year, and now, you know, it's basically like a soft reboot type thing, maybe, kind of, you know, in that, like, now there's new classes and there'll be new teachers, and we got new techniques and all that. And like, I just think that would be really cool. And then the end of the show would be like graduating from UA. That would be what I would imagine for the show, because I think it would be really cool to, like, hey, every season, every year in the show, we have another sports festival arc, you know, but you can make it unique every time. So like, it's maybe a different sports festival, maybe one of them is, I don't know, something happens at it or something, or maybe one of them is like extra important for one reason or another, like they have some like bet going on that makes it really, really important for them. I don't know how. I mean, Horikoshi could come up with these ideas. He's better than I am. But it's just, you know, that's always been like what I've thought about for the show. So like, when I'm watching this, I'm seeing them wrapping all this stuff up nicely. It's making me sad, but also, you know, I respect it. Of course I respect it. But I just wanted to say that so that you know how I feel about, like, when I see characters like Hatsume popping up again. It's really great and exciting for me. And if this show was to go for 15 seasons, I would continue to feel that way about characters showing up. It's why I love One Piece. One Piece just keeps going. Anyway, so Hatsume in this episode, I love her. She is a character that I've always enjoyed a lot. I create a lot of, like, when I write stories and stuff, there's a lot of times I'm inspired by her character when I'm writing certain characters, because she's just so much fun. And I really like seeing her here, where she has been like locked in and just inventing shit and doing really useful shit for the school. But because she's locked in, she's kind of tunnel visioned. And she said she's not stupid and she does know that shit's going down outside. But I think she really doesn't know like the specifics of it, because she's just so locked in. And I think that's just really nice and cool. I really like the joke of the other support corps students being like, hey, we'll help you out. We'll make your gauntlet in your suit or whatever. And then Hatsume makes it with her left hand in like 5 minutes while those guys were looking for measuring tape. That's a really, really funny joke, just to show like just how impressive Hatsume is. I mean, those support corps students are still probably some of the best young inventors in the world, because they got accepted into UA in the support course, you know. And yet Hatsume is like so high above them, because she's just so driven and so talented and so creative. It's great. She's a really fun character. But the gauntlets in this episode, I think someone also mentioned this, that the gauntlets were like implied to have been the or a variant at least of the ones that were in the Two Heroes movie. And that's really cool, because I have always really liked that at least the My Hero movies are like semi-canon, you know, that they actually are kind of canon. And this is great. Like this is perfect for me. The idea that you are to like have it be like, oh, look at these gauntlets, these are from America, and we know that they're like made by Melissa or whatever. I think I would have liked it if they straight up just name dropped that, like, oh, Melissa made these for me or whatever, because I think that would have just been nice. Like, even if you didn't like, I think the idea is they don't want people who didn't watch the movie to go like, what the fuck, who's that, why are they thinking we know that. But I think if you just did it in a way, like if you just had him say, oh, a girl that I know named Melissa Shield made these for me, then those people would just go, oh, I imagine that's someone we've just never met before. But then the people who watched the movie would be like, whoa, they're mentioning Melissa Shield, this is awesome. But it's really cool. I mean, it did that, like, the gauntlets did that thing where they like wrap around mechanically, and I've always liked the animation. I think that's very cool. But yeah, so that's awesome. What I want though is for some of the characters from the movies to come back, especially like the latest movie. They had that guy, I can't remember what his name is, but the guy who had the little bird, right? I want him to come back just for a little bit, you know? Like, I think it'd be cool for him to come back for one episode just to help out with something. And then those people who haven't seen the movie will be like, I don't know who this is, but he seems like a cool guy. And then the people who have seen it will be like, this is awesome, he came back, you know? Because it seemed like him and Deku had like a nice little relationship. But yeah, she's building a flying shelter. That's awesome. So the strategy of like separating the villains, like all of these villains now are massively dangerous. And I mean, I think this is the My Villain Academia arc really set this up, but like all of the villains now are like in some way awakened and extremely dangerous and scary. So we actually just have to take them and separate them completely, because they can all destroy a battlefield. And so if any of them are working together, we're fucked. And so I don't know how the hell we're gonna do this, because this seems like an insane, like, as I said, it's a very optimistic plan for us to be able to do that. But if we can, that'll be much better, because yes, I do think if all our cards are in play, we can maybe take out, you know, one of them at a time. Like the lower ranked ones, like your Togas and your Darbies and such, if we were all working together, we could take out. Yes, I absolutely believe that. The higher ranked ones, the top two, All For One and Shigaraki, All For One we could take out. If we had him in a battle, and we had all of our guys just against him, I think we could. Shigaraki, it's still up in the air, but if he's still damaged from what Star did to him, then yeah, I think we've got it. But yeah, as I said, anyone else working with them, and we're probably screwed. Aoyama's whole arc right now is very sad. He's like afraid that he's not gonna have the guts to not betray them when the chips are down, you know? When All For One's in front of him and telling him to do something, is he gonna be fearful enough that he's just gonna do it? Because all these years he has just been betraying them, and it's just hurt his pride more and more and more and more, and just digging him deeper and deeper into the ground. So I love that they're using these moments though to show off Aizawa's character and show off how great of a teacher he is and how much he cares and understands his students, because he's such a great character and has really been defined by being like, he is kind of a hard ass, but not really. He's just like an adorable softie. And he cares about his students so much, and he gets to know them properly. Like, he's the ideal teacher in that he will focus on you, and he will know your personality, and he will know what you struggle with, and he will say the right things and do the right things for you. And it's great because I feel like he doesn't even like he doesn't play favorites or anything. He actually, we've seen throughout the series him giving focused advice to everyone as they need it. And it's really, really nice, because I feel like it would be very easy just to like, oh, show off that he's a great teacher just by him being a good teacher to Deku. But no, he does it to everyone, and he's so caring to everyone. It's incredible. And then I also have like extra love for him because I've read the Vigilantes manga. I haven't read the main My Hero manga because obviously I want to experience it for the first time in the anime and on this channel now. That's an extra motivation for me. But I have read the My Hero Academia Vigilantes manga, which is a prequel, prequel set in the same universe about a different character. But Aizawa's in it, and we see all of Aizawa's backstory in Vigilantes. And it's what's tied into this show with his friend. I can't remember what his friend's name is right now, but his friend that died and became Kurogiri. And yeah, like that was, I think I was doing reactions to this show when that Kurogiri reveal happened, right? Because I think I was really like extra shocked by it, because I was like, I've read Vigilantes and I know about this character, and then now they give this twist that like, this twist works so well if you've read Vigilantes. So yeah, I've read it, and like since I know Aizawa's backstory, I care about him even more. And so when they show like flashes of his backstory in this, it makes me happy and sad. It's amazing. But and also this episode just had a lot of great illustrations, I thought. Just a lot of really great character moments and expressions. There was one little animation towards the start of like Deku looking at Aoyama, and it was like while someone else is talking, but he was like wiping his tears away with his sleeve. And there was something about the animation, he was like still hardened, but he was like wiping his tears away, and it was like a fusion of like old Deku, like season 1 Deku who's crying over everything and like so emotional, and current Deku who's like pretty hardened and stuff. And it was like a beautiful fusion of them. I love it because I love Deku because he's so emotional. As a person who can be very emotional myself, I relate so much to him in some of the ways that he will just like cry about everything. Funny thing is, like, I don't cry about stuff in real life often, if ever. Like that's not something that tends to happen much. But I do feel I get very emotional, and but with TV shows I cry all the fucking time. I mean, there's a playlist on this channel called Videos Where I Cry, and you can just go and watch all the times that I cried on this channel. But yeah, so it happens quite a lot on this channel, but I relate to him so much because of that. And so when people watch early MHA and they're like, why is this kid crying so much? It's so dumb. Stop crying, you know? I'm always sad because I'm like, but he's crying because it's who he is. He's an emotional guy, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know? It's fine for him to cry. He's a good guy. So yeah, anyway, that's My Hero season 7 episode 4. Thank you for joining me. I'm just so giddy. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction as well as early access and exclusive videos for both this channel and my Gen Watches One Piece channel. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.